Hello world! Let's explore some data of the recent history of US gun violence. I'm gonna use a dataset from Kaggle for this exploration. You can recreate everything by downloading this code from GitHub or Kaggle. First of all, we'll have a look at the states with the highest rate of killed people. Then we'll investigate which guns have been used the most. And finally, we'll explore some differences between female and male attackers. Let's start by importing the needed libraries. I'm going to use pandas to store the data. To create interactive graphs, I'm using Plotly for the maps and Bokeh for the other plots. After loading the data, I'm creating a date-time index for easier grouping and computing of time series. There are roughly 250,000 unique incidents with 28 features in this dataset. Here you can see a typical incident. For example, it has been stored when and where the incident happened, how many people have been killed and injured, which guns have been used, and some data for the people involved. For example, you can find the age, gender, and whether the suspect has been arrested in this data. By counting the incidents for each single day, you can see the data seems highly unreliable before the year 2015. That's why I've excluded all data points earlier than this date. The remaining data has 300 entries less as a result. Computing the missing values for each feature reveals accurate data for the location and the number of injured or killed people. The individual related data has roughly 20% of its data missing. The sum of all killed people grouped by year displays an increase over time. Examining this increase exposes the number of killed people has risen by 24% in the last 3 years. Investigating the incidents grouped by weekday reveals the most dangerous days are the weekends. On the one hand, there are more incidents and therefore more killed people during the weekends. On the other hand, computing the mean killed people by incident, the incidents during weekends are also deadlier. A map of the incident count shows Illinois and California have the most incidents. Summing the deaths shows California and Texas have the most killed people. And computing the mean killed people per incident reveals Arizona and Nevada are the deadliest states. Comparing the states, you can see there is a factor of 5 between the deadliness of an incident in Arizona and Rhode Island. Let's have a look at the guns of the incidents. Handguns are by far the most used weapons. Basic 9mm weapons, rifles and shotguns are the next likely guns. In contrast to this, automatic and highly specialized weapons are quite rare in the incidents. Computing the deadliness of the guns, the automatic weapons like AR-15 and AK-47 lead the statistics. But also handguns, shotguns and the 30-30 Winchester are quite deadly. Grouping the killed people by city reveals Chicago has had by far the most deaths in 4 years, and most of the cities are on the east side. Counting the victims grouped by gender shows there are roughly 4 times more male victims than female. Grouping the attacker by gender reveals male and female suspects are equally deadly, and men tend to injure more people in an incident. Computing the mean age of the attacker grouped by gender exposes there's an age gap of roughly 3 years between younger male and older female attackers. Finally, displaying the mean age of the attackers grouped by state reveals younger attackers in the southeast and older ones in the north and west. Also, there's a big age gap of up to 9 years in this case between Montana and Delaware. I hope you had fun exploring the data, and please let me know about your creations. Have a good day.